The Tripartite Alliance has declared today Martin Tembisile Chris Hani Day of Action. The SACP, COSATU and ANC are marching to the Kgosi Mampuru Prison in Pretoria. This in protest against the release of Hani's killer, Janusz Walus. Well, he's set to be released from jail tomorrow following the unanimous decision by the Constitutional Court to grant him parole. eNCA reporter Pule Letshwiti-Jones joins us live now to take us through the day's program. And Pule, good morning to you, colleague. Good to have you. Take us through what's expected from the Tripartite Alliance today. As I understand, they'll be marching to the prison.
Yeah, definitely, Dumela, and I'm just, without any waste of time, going to show you what is happening on my left-hand side, where members of the South African Communist Party, COSATU as well, and the ANC, of course, the Tripartite Alliance coming together today in solidarity to be marching to the Kgosi Mampuru Correctional Services. And this is, of course, like you've just mentioned, due to Janusz Walus, who was due to be released on parole after serving a life sentence for the assassination of the SACP leader Chris Hani in 1993. Also yesterday, those devastating news coming in that Walus was also allegedly stabbed in prison and was taken to medical facilities to get the necessary medical attention. In front of me here is the Gauteng provincial leader, Panyaza Lesufi, as well, who will be leading some of these leaders this year. He's joined by some of those who are in the SACP in Gauteng, as well as some members of the ANC in Gauteng within the top six, and of course those within the provincial executive committee. Perhaps let me just bring him to light and we should chat to him this morning, Mr. Panyaza Lesufi. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm just hijacking you from my colleague now, but he can join us. Thanks. Let's just talk about the significance of today. What does it mean to be here today?
Well, it's just to ensure that it does not get the hero's welcome when he comes out of prison. You know, Janusz Walus has really inflicted pain. And the irony is that the freedom that he wanted to stop is the freedom he wants to utilize for him to get out of prison. But we're here to just register our dissatisfaction that he's been released. We are not here to challenge any law or challenge any judge. We're of the view that when he comes out, he must still know that we are not happy. When he comes out of this place, he must still know that what he has done to our leader, Chris Hani, is not something that can just be forgotten, you know. That it will haunt him until he goes down. And therefore we're here as members of the ANC, the Tripartite Alliance, to ensure that when he comes out of this particular prison, he can have a feel of what he has done to the people of South Africa.
How was your reaction yesterday when you got the news that he was stabbed in prison?
I don't want anything to comment on it.
And you speak about not challenging the law, of course, but his lawyer says that he was eligible for parole, and you're saying that this might upset many in the community. What would have been the perfect remedy to the solution then to this problem?
No, we respect the decisions of the courts. We respect that he's on parole, but we also have the right to protest. And the right to protest does not mean, therefore, we say that he can't come out of prison if the courts feel that he must come out of prison. But the reality is that the TRC, which was established to be the reconciliation process, to be the institution where people should deliver the truth, it's on record that he didn't speak the truth. It's on record to say he does not deserve to be released from prison. So if such an institution that was the cornerstone of our freedom, that was the cornerstone of our democracy, passed such damning judgment on him, it means there is validity where people believe that it should have not been released. But now that the courts have taken that decision, it's water under the bridge. What we need to do and exercise is our right to protest, and that's what we're doing. Everyone has the right to protest, and I don't think that right is not accorded to members of the ANC or the Tripartite Alliance. We also have the right to protest. We want him, when he comes out of prison, to know that we are not happy. So we're sending that message, and we really believe it's going to be a strong message to him.
Do you think some of these cases that look into these apartheid killing, in which some of the anti-apartheid activists were killed and there was no justice, should be really looked into?
Well, I'm one of those people that believe that the NPA has led us down there. I'm one of those that strongly believe that there are other institutions that want to reopen those cases. You know, there are other parents that have taken the route to also raise those issues as well. So we support those families. The problem that reconciliation must not be imposed. It must be genuine, it must be voluntarily, and it must be a process of building a better country and strengthening our democracy. But you know, from now on, it's only one section of our society has been willing to exercise reconciliation. The other section of society feels that we must just accept what they say and move on. And I don't think that is the way that we need to deal with issues. But where we are, we're here just to protest and register our views, and we hopefully believe that Janusz Walus, when he leaves this prison, he will be aware that he has inflicted a pain that will not easily heal.
Thank you so much. Mr. Letshwiti, you're live in Newsroom Africa. Just like to know what you think of the stabbing of Janusz Walus.
Well, I don't even want to comment about it. Something that happened in prison. We'll just note it.
All right,
there you go. That's of course, Provincial Executive Committee member and, of course, Chairperson of the ANC in Gauteng, Kgosi Mampuru. They're leading the march that will be taking place to the Kgosi Mampuru Correctional Facilities in Gauteng this morning. They're expecting some members of the SACP and ANC to make their way here to the Burgers Park venue in Pretoria, where they're assembling. But, of course, they're being quite clear and straight to say he will not be commenting on the news that came out yesterday that Janusz Walus was stabbed in prison, but he's still saying that this march is a significance and resemblance of them showing, they grieve towards what had happened to the SACP leader, Hani, back in 1993. Back to you in studio,
All right, we'll leave it there. Colleague, thank you so much. Pule Letshwiti-Jones up for us. Of course, where the Tripartite Alliance expected to protest and march the Kgosi Mampuru today against the parole. Janusz Walus expected to be released on parole later on in this week. Thank you.